Let's just call it what it is. If you're starting work without a fully signed contract, you're not managing risk, you're inviting it. It doesn't matter how well you know the client. It doesn't matter if you shook hands or got it in an email. If there's no signed contract, you have no enforceable scope, schedule, or payment terms. You're not building a job, you're building a liability. That's why we track contract compliance ratio to measure how often you start projects without a net. So, how do you calculate the contract compliance ratio? That's simply calculated by taking your fully signed contracts and dividing by your total project started. So, let's just say you started 40 jobs last year. 34 of them had signed contracts before you broke ground. 34 divided by 40, that's 0.85 or 85%. That means 15% of your jobs had no signed contract at kickoff. That's 6 chances for payment disputes, scope creep, unenforceable change orders, legal battles, or just flat out getting stiffed. Hope is not a business strategy, and it sure ain't enforceable in court. Let me give you a job site analogy. Starting a job without a signed contract is like framing a house without pulling a permit. Everything might go fine until it doesn't. And when the inspector or the client's lawyer shows up, you got no documentation, no defense, no leg to stand on. Contracts aren't about being corporate, they're about control. So, what is a healthy contract compliance ratio? Let's be clear 100%, that is really the only acceptable target. But if it's 95 to 99%, minor admin slip ups, you really need to tighten it up. If it's 85 to 94%, you're flying blind too often. Below 85%, you've got a serious systems problem and legal exposure to match. And even if one project starts without a signed contract, that's one too many. So let me give you a real contractor example. Had a residential remodeler running a lean crew, kept things personal with clients. We audited a year's worth of projects, 19 total jobs. 4 started with no signed agreement. Ratio 78.9% compliance. Guess what happened? 2 of the 4 handshake jobs ended in dispute. One client claimed scope was never finalized. The other withheld final payment until after a 3-week fix-it list. Both cost time, money, and stress. So we changed the process. No work begins, not even demo, without a signed contract. Standardized scope templates used for every bid. We started using digital e-signatures. We use DocuSign or any of these equivalents. Project managers were required to confirm compliance in project kickoff. Result? Next 12 jobs, 100% contract compliance. 0 disputes, faster billing, more leverage in negotiations. Same team, more protection. So how do we hit 100% contract compliance? Number 1, set a hard rule. No contract, no job, period. No demos, no site walks, no delivery drops. Number 2, use digital contract signing tools. DocuSign, PandaDoc, Adobe, these things speed compliance. Number 3, standardize your contracts and scopes. Make it fast and easy for every project manager to plug in and send. Number 4, track compliance at project kickoff. Include a contract status field in your job checklist. Number 5, assign one person to oversee legal paperwork. Don't let this float between sales and operations. So here's the final word. If there's no signature, there's no safety net. You might win the job. You might do great work. But if something goes sideways, you've got nothing but text, assumptions, and finger pointing. So ask yourself, am I signing jobs or just starting them? Because in construction, if you're not under contract, you're not under control.